Man that never gives away with injuries, is he? Always says, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on Ricardo Calafiori, see what's happened there. But what do you think most pleased him today after what he was fairly philosophical after the Brentford game? We were both there, Martin, but ultimately he will have been disappointed that 2 points were dropped there. So what do you think he was most pleased with about today?
He found solutions in the final third, options. There was some good balls played in over the top. Eze as well, that improvement. Jesus, the quality of his finishing, a little bit of class in and around. And Madueke continuing to beat his fullback at will. You know, I know the opposition today not as good, but they're still doing this in other games. And then goals for Martinelli as well is really important. He knows that the final third, these guys have to be filled with confidence going into the remaining fixtures of the season. We
wait to see what the draw is for Arsenal, but Christian Norgard gets his opportunities here in the FA Cup. Does he deserve a lot of credit for the squad player that he is? Because he's always ready when needed, but not necessarily first pick.
He knew his role when he was coming here, let's be honest. I mean, he had Zubimendi and Declan Rice in there. But again, you need squad players like that. Any teams that have been on, that have won, squad players are super important. We had that at Man United. We had so many. We had 4 or 5 of them, and they made such a difference. Whenever they slotted in, they were ready. And I think Mikel getting him an opportunity to play today, he'll be important, you know, toward this run-in. But I think, first of all, we've got to say to Mikel, what a job he's done managing this group. I know the squad's a lot stronger. They finished second, but they look ready for the occasion, and that's all you can be. I think he's done a brilliant job coaching this team, and they're the favourites virtually in every competition. That's down to Mikel and the squad that they've built. But again, he'll want them to just finish this job. They put in such a great effort up to this point. You know, he'll want to see him get over the line.
Leo Trossard said that Christian Norgard sets the standard in training. That kind of says a lot. Do you not think?
Do you know, and there's been games when you've wanted to put him on the bench, but you've not been able to. But yet he comes bouncing back. First training session, I'm being told his attitude is great. These are the really important players that you bring into the football club. You've got to get the right mix. You know, everyone plays their part. And it's just like... you know, he's probably going around the dressing room doing a little bit of that work for the manager, reminding people of how good they are. And that's something that you can forget. The scrutiny now is so huge that players start to wonder, am I good enough? Can we win things? You know, that inner circle has to stay really tight. Do you know, and for them to go on and win something, the pressure, you've got to love it, you've got to relish it, start to enjoy it. These opportunities don't really come along too often. To be still in 4 competitions, you know, 1 final in the box, ready to go. Let's get it on with Man City, who are starting to go through the gears. And you've got to enjoy this tussle. This is the life now of you're a prospective champion, and this is the lifestyle. You've got to get used to it, and you've got to enjoy it, embrace it. Luckily tonight, they've been able to rest players. And then it just shows the strength of the group. They've come in. There's still people. They're still not really secure. Who is the best 11? Who is the best centre forward? You know, who's going to play out in those wide positions? So it's all up for grabs, as is 4 trophies.
Yep, exactly what Mikel Arteta wants. Competition for places. Let's hear from Christian Norgard. He's speaking to Danny. Lovely to see that. Right, take us inside this dressing room. How excited are these players that they are competing on all 4 fronts? They're leading the way in a couple of competitions as well. They've got a League Cup final coming up. But as players, did you discuss this? What do you do? Group WhatsApp?
No, you don't get too far ahead. I know it sounds super boring. The press, everybody, the media, we always want people to say, oh, what's the plan? There isn't. Next game is the most important. I thought today they did a fantastic job. They are the favourites in a lot of these competitions. But again, they'll want to finish the job. They've put in such a great effort. They have everything in place, Becky, virtually everything. They got the manager, got the players, got the squad, got the depth. They just got to finish the job, and I think that camaraderie could be the thing that gets them over the line in these competitions. Got a big couple of months coming up, but I believe this could be one of the best seasons Arsenal have ever had, and that is saying a lot with what they've achieved here.
It's a day-by-day thing. And I remember, I can hear him ringing in my ears, George Graham saying, you know, guys, we look what we're doing in the season. Nothing else matters now more than what we do. Look after yourselves, rest well, sleep well. You know, whatever you're doing the day before today, do it again because it was excellent. Keep that lifestyle going, and we could be doing something special. But you got to win every game that's in front of you. It's simple as that.
All right.
Well, you can't go through a season and have it all your own way, Martin. It's the key to getting it over the line, how they respond to nights like this.
100%. I think the manager was very honest there, very open, and you have to credit Brentford for what they've done here tonight as well. That on the threat they had up top, really good pace, So, but I think Arsenal, when they reflect on this, that obviously they weren't at their best.
Arsenal delivered a ruthless display of FA Cup dominance, thrashing League One side Wigan Athletic 4-0 at the Emirates Stadium on February 15, 2026, to storm into the fifth round for the first time since their 2020 triumph. A blistering first-half blitz saw the Gunners score 4 times in just 17 minutes, leaving Wigan shell-shocked and the home fans roaring. Noni Madueke opened the scoring in the 11th minute with a clinical finish from Eberechi Eze's superb through ball. Gabriel Martinelli doubled the lead 7 minutes later, slotting home another Eze assist. Chaos ensued in the 23rd when Jack Hunt's own goal made it 3-0, before Gabriel Jesus chipped the keeper calmly for the 4th in the 27th. Arsenal eased off after the interval, cruising to a clean sheet and showcasing squad depth amid their multi-front campaign. Mikel Arteta praised the clinical start, highlighting Eze's creative influence and the team's hunger for silverware. "We scored some very good goals and were pleased with that," he said post-match, emphasizing the importance of progressing while managing rotations. Fans on X erupted in delight, with one calling it a ruthless performance and praising Saka's play in a surprise advanced role. Others hailed the flowing football in cup ties, noting the lack of pressure brought out their best. Wigan's second-half resilience earned minor praise from their camp, but the tie was over early. This emphatic win keeps Arsenal's quadruple dreams alive, boosting confidence ahead of tough fixtures. The Gunners' blend of youth and experience shone through, proving they mean business in every competition. Please like and subscribe.